Mary Regina's Nursing Home by William J. Beerman, Sr. I'm your narrator, Rich Germaine, with audiobookproducers.com. More information about nursing homes is presented at wbeerman.com. Prologue: How This Book Came to Be. I believed I was fast approaching death myself at age 67 as I reflected on the deaths of my parents. My father was only 64 when he died, but I was focused more on the death of my mother, Mary Regina, who died in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on August 7, 2011 at the age of 86, after a stay in a nursing home. Now it was already 2016. Mary Regina's nursing home ordeal and ultimate death had led to litigation, and I had been the prime mover for the lawsuit. Because my attorney had a low opinion of the monetary value of a wrongful death or malpractice suit about an 86-year-old woman and lacked enthusiasm, I had to do most of the work for the lawsuit myself. I even had to change attorneys in late May 2013, just before the statute of limitations expired, because I was afraid the first attorney would fail to file suit or otherwise resolve the case before the deadline. I didn't care about the value of the case. I just wanted justice, and I did not want to forego any course of action that might yield some justice. Coping with my mother's illness and working on the subsequent lawsuit and this book consumed thousands of hours of what otherwise would have been peaceful and enjoyable retirement time. I worked long, hard, and carefully on the slow-moving lawsuit, applying investigative reporting and auditing insights that I had acquired during my career. I obtained the pertinent medical records and nursing home oversight agency reports, indexed them page by page and issue by issue for the lawyer's nurse paralegal, and spent many months reviewing and analyzing events from my mother's final days. After the lawsuit ended, I mulled over the fact that my suit represented only one of the hundreds of thousands of human beings in America who complained that they themselves had been victims of mistreatment in nursing homes, or who felt compelled to file complaints about nursing homes on behalf of loved ones. I realized in retrospect that during the weeks I spent at my mother's bedside, I had been an inadvertent undercover shopper or infiltrator, witnessing nursing home practices from the inside. I believed I had much more awareness about nursing home operations than most people who file complaints. Because of what I had already seen, I decided to look further into how government agencies oversee nursing homes. I compared my own experiences with relevant information I found in government news releases, regulations, databases, lawsuits, and audit reports. I also evaluated news releases and statistics put out by the nursing home industry within the framework of what I had learned. I started from the specific, my mother's case, and worked outward to the general, the state, and the national systems for nursing home oversight. As I wrote this book to share with others the valuable information I had gained, I also began researching the life experiences of my parents. I wanted to humanize the statistics I found by presenting them within the context of the lives of real people, like my family, whom the statistics represent. As I worked on this book, I was stricken with a serious case of chemical pneumonia that hospitalized me for 5 days at a cost of $25,000 in October 2014. The illness was caused by my accidental inhalation of some powdered swimming pool chlorine. During the worst of my hospital stay, my predicament of lying in excruciating pain at the mercy of nurses who were always busy somewhere down the hall when my hydrocodone painkiller wore off heightened my empathy for the suffering my mother had endured. Pneumonia was just one of a number of afflictions Mary Regina contracted in her final weeks. She went through hell. During her stay in the nursing home, I spent the days in her room witnessing much of what happened to her during the morning and afternoon shifts, including the indignities, and listening to what she told me about the night shifts. Working from a laptop computer balanced on my knees, as I sat in a chair in my mother's room, I attempted to arrange for the accommodations my mother would need after she completed her nursing home rehabilitation therapy regimen.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?